Good evening, America. Greetings. It's the 6th of November, 2016. It's about 7:01 p.m. Counsel for everyone. False economy. A gift is never lost, only what is selfishly kept. In Proverbs 11:24. This is Proverbs. Fools, you cannot convince a fool of his folly. Did I see it before God in creation, girl? Allow me to put this low on. Hopefully the video won't stall. I didn't buy that music. I didn't put it together. Casey did. A child did. We're in Proverbs, page 176. What the Bible is all about. The Living Bible edition by Henrietta C. Mears. Fools, pendejos. You know what I mean. Pendejos. You cannot convince a fool of his folly. Only a wise man will accept a rebuke for his full-heartedness. Lying. Goodness and lying are enemies. To a wicked man, they are synonyms. 13 and 5, that's Proverbs. Answers that heal. Two people sought not to get angry at the same time. You need to read them. Counsel for kings and rulers. Hello, how are you? Maryland. Of Westport, Washington. Good evening, pigs of swine. Royalty. Your white children have no fear of your job description. For that only did they cross the yellow line that went up in front, and they were in a rush to walk their home training. Bars at the Galen store. Your children are shit. I don't say that. Your children say that in the actions they choose in home training to exert. I mean, it was like a gang of silly white people. So many bad children. Come here, counsel for kings and rulers. Self-control. A guarded mouth makes for a serene soul. Reputation. Choose a good name rather than great riches, Obama. Cloverdale for Congress. Governor Jay Inslee. Choose a good name rather than good riches. Tom Jensen, CEO of Great Harbor Community Hospital, George Jones of Westport, soberness, wine sparkles but stings. Maybe you drunks of Washington should back away from the vodka. But then how could you live with the guilt of what you do? The homeless. I noticed they're cleaning the parks and it is a mess. How can a homeless person be blamed for the narcotic that is sold, promoted by government and bigger slime? Heroin is pandemic. Ask those that buy it on Dog Street. Your Royal Highness of Westport, Chief Rose now. I was going to ask Wonderful to turn off the light. Biddy dresses like Washington. Oh, it feels good to have light. Now I can see. You would not believe the size of this font. I'm losing my places. Look at the font. I have glaucoma or heartache. I have floaters. My left eye has a gray circle. I can read it. But the only thing is I have to see your evil undefined. Grayland store. Oh no. You seem concerned. Are those children violent? So wicked for such a small town. Gracia? Counsel. The sober judgment of a sane thinking group is more reliable than your own opinion. Judge of Westport, Washington. Women better to be lovely in the attic than living in the house with a nagging woman. Well, I agree to disagree. It is a translation. Gossip. Fire goes out when fuel gives out. Scandal starts when mouths are stopped. These motherfuckers don't know me and never will. Or anyone like me. The inner life is something they did not learn. For their Christian wardrobe, like their children, are worn before God and creation. Is that not a goal, but a self? Do you think the little kids this morning, the master ones, You think these nasty little kids whom I don't know other than they like to throw objects at seniors walking the historical Montesano Street. America, we have guidebooks, benchmarks in every venue that we want others to think we are doing. Nothing can change until obstacles are removed. There can be no peace until peace is forced. There can be no growth when one grows in good, one grows in bad. There is no growth because there is no understanding. Oh, just because we are born in the same species, it does not mean that we will continue in the same manner. So, as I was saying, the power of witnessing. What a wonderful 40 days after the resurrection of Jesus the disciples spent with the Lord before his ascension. Page 173. An obedient people. You have issues with malice and intent. Malice and intent. What what was the intent of those children of Westport? What was their intent? Was it good or malice? Where was the mother? Oh, that's right. What reflects immorality? There is no mother. These children are without boundaries, therefore no integrity. These children have never had boundaries. What will you go to school on Monday and say, well, we went to the South Beach Christian Center. We did our greeting and salutation. Then we got word. God's oracle would be out. What was the Rush Gomez? Nasty white trash. What was their testimony? You got nothing. This horrid child was checking me out. Oh, these kids are with a lower standard of learning to a lower standard of God. I never remember as a child hearing anyone do that other than Craig Wallace with a little immigrant at school. Alright. I want to speak an obedient people. Then the Lord spoke to Jonah again. God gave Jonah another chance to be of service. How foolish he was to make the Lord repeat his call. How much better to obey at once. You are not capable of obeying at once or even after thought. You make God repeat what he said already. Do you understand? And I want to say something real quick. It's very, very simple. And I'll make it even more so. So like that, simple. Get an understanding easy. God created you before you were even a tickle in your blessed mama's oven. He knew your name, he knew your game, he knew how your walk would be. Before we ask, God already knows. God already knows. Put some more weed in here, Orville. God already knows. So when I say something, ask you something, species. I will ask it most easy. God knew us before we were even named. God knew this planet before he made it. He knew it. He knew you would be like these Acosta High School children of Westport, Marshall. He knew you'd be like the Mexicans of Aberdeen, Washington. God already knew what you would do to the world he created for us.
What?
No race is exempt. And he'll be like that all day. He was. I'm waking up angry. Angry. May I have the pot, Gomer? Angry at the situation. Angry that he's still there. Angry that I'm still here. Angry as y'all wake up angry. No job. Angry. No hope for work. Angry. Your community labels you without merit or value. Angry. Immigrants, illegal and legal, are allowed more than we are in Constitution or USA law. Angry, frustrated with bosses like William Weidman, the plant manager of Washington Crab Producers on 200 East Dock Street, Westport, Washington. Angry when you are forced to work more hours than you are humanly capable of. Angry when they threaten you quit, you work or you're fired. Angry when you see the busloads from ASAP and Express Temporary.
8.5 hours sleep. What do you mean? I like the hours.
A true
The more
slave.
hours, the better.
A true slave. He just remembered that Keith purposely threw a container on his head. I already knew it for months. But me knowing it has no merit. That's Westport, Washington, under Washington Department of Labor and Industries, a known treachery for the corporation. They got Mexicans working there too. Queer, I do believe. An obedient people. God said again, go to that great city. Nineveh, none, and return them of their doom. No, excuse me. And warn them of their doom. And I told you to before. Maybe God would tell him, look, I done told you once. What seems to be the issue? God has already told religion, glorify me. And what do? It was not easy for Jonah to go through the streets and cry, 40 days from now, Nineveh will be destroyed. There was no mercy in this message. There was no tear in the prophet's voice. He was obeying God, but his heart was unchanged. The common people of Nineveh repented first, then the nobles followed. This is always true. Revival starts among the people. Think of a city like Los Angeles repenting and turning to God in one day because of the preaching of the modern prophet. It would be a miracle of ages. But this is what happened when Jonah preached on this day. Obedient but perplexed. Why me, Lord? Before you say why them on concrete, you'll say why me, Lord? All right, no, it's not complicated. It's like with Gomer Powell, it's not complicated. Nothing is. I want to speak about this. Mr. Jim Walsh. Social Security is a cancer on our nation. Jim Walsh. It has reduced poverty amongst the elderly, but eradication of poverty among the elderly is a stupid way to spend a population's money. Look at Mr. Jim Walsh. Look at that. Mr. Walsh. Hold on, baby. Mr. Walsh. Social Security is not a deficit program. Do you understand what I mean? Do you need the definition of deficit? So how much money you want to borrow from Social Security? See, what are you running for, fool? What are you running for? Anyway, Whatever you running for, you showing the fuck shouldn't get it. Social Security, and I'm dumb, baby. I mean, I'm so dumb, it took stupid 3 days to find me and argue with common sense. Oh,
What's going on? I said, no. I said, no.
Americas, I said, on a town hall with the Representative Pacetta in California. Social Security is not a deficit program. Social Security is where these governments, like this Walsh fellow, don't he look? He looked like a lizard. He looks like this Frank DeLucia's father. Oh my God, are they related? Anyway, I can't say you say Mr. Walsh, Jim Walsh, Walsh. Let me tell you something, Mr. Walsh. Why don't we take away your special privileges that you have purchased from your friends, your corruption, and put you where the seniors are in Westport, Washington, or Washington. Mr. Walsh, have you ever been followed by little nasties, snot-filled children? Have you, George? Mr. Walsh, I want to call you George. What's your Jim? Oh my God, another Jim. Mr. Walsh, you're a fat little person. Seniors are deciding what the fuck to do next, and they're in situations they don't want to be in, but then they got like a cat from Aberdeen to deal with. Mr. Walsh, we, the seniors, boy, including your mother, are you a lizard boy? Including your mother, your sister? Or they like the high muck and muck of Westport, Washington? Mr. Walsh, Jim Bob. Seniors go through a lot of shit. I know, I see it. I witness it at that Department of Human Services. Governor Jay Inslee's value in government programs and too much money. I've seen it. God dang it, the criminals use it as a flop house to pick up, or rather, impose their needs on the old. But don't worry, Mr. Walsh, we got that Aberdeen Honda. And an honor to murder, a duty to terrorize. I'm going to be doing some more. I'm most rested. Most rested. I am intrigued. Gomer, I'm intrigued. We went out, of course, people having problems with electricity. Most people don't complain. What the fuck, they're going to move to the tent? We always have Westport, Washington elite to erect a fence around us so not to, I don't know, it's the all season. I guess it offends the Christians to see the homeless. It's a Mormon thing. How you doing, you motherfucking Mormons? Anyway, 2 days, I just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm trying to fix it so we can only go 1 time or 2 times to Aberdeen. None of, all the appointments are staggered all week. It's incredible. I gotta get that USB port cord. I want to say Staples of Aberdeen, Washington. You're like this pharmacy, a Monsanto Twin Harbor pharmacy. You're not supposed to open the packages before you sell the product. You understand? Anyway, tomorrow they should put in the loan. No, America, I have much to talk about. Mr. Don Hagar, we will be sending an email and sending the recordings. It's not bad enough we deal with a Terry Tink or Zink, CEO of the Bank of the Cascades, that we must deal also with these, what do you call them? They're American. It's not a third world call center. It's an American call center. No, we have a better chance with our call centers being on the other side of the world than here, because these Americans, and these are black Americans. That last one was a black boy, and I tell you, baby, you got to get up awfully early before the crow crows to fool this old bitch. They stole $20 and thought they were going to steal $20 more. We can't even go out in the fucking, oh, incredible. They're Christians. Anyway, I got more to talk about. This bullshit. Jim Wall. And of course, Jim Wall. Social Security is what? A cancer. Government is a cancer. Communities are STDs for their egos, have never met a vaccine or an antibiotic that could control a child, much less an adult, coming from a branch of I am better than you. We can't even fucking go out. How gosh. You just, and they're goofy. You must be proud. I can just see the grandparents rocking on their USA rocker, looking at the children. Well, then looking at the parents. Well, then you go into the community. You got to be in before dark because the piece of swine or that, no more, no less. They choose their job description, as do the churches choose their pulpit. No, it's unmitigated bullshit. No, too much shit. And y'all gonna let this go by. This is your social, no baby. You ain't gonna have none. First, they borrowed from your savings. We didn't, baby, we didn't get that 401k bullshit. I did, but I have family. Surprise. That's your social security, baby. And you think your family gonna help you out when you ain't got nothing coming in? You fucking crazy. You think they're too busy with the Mexicans. And you don't think they're going to ingratiate? Oh, God. How many of you have one of them in your family already? Surprise. Oh, too much to do. As government proves, they know the harm. They don't give a damn. Can you imagine? And then those, God dang, I want one of your children next to me. Not with not even this shit is shit. That white man, that owner, had to come and help that clerk. I mean, the bitch was confused. She'd bring it up and she'd bring it up again, and then it was just incredible. No, things are broke. Big time. Big time. And government continues to show you they're going to stick up for the corporation. Look what's going on in North Dakota. How many fucking treaties? How many treaties? No. This bullshit. Incredible. Incredible. From this too, my Lord God, I shall survive. I'm glad that man we're working on the electricity shows this electricity kind of world. No, we're going to talk Department of Health. Come on. And we're going to regret it, baby. We're going to record it, baby. Whoa, this is some kind of shit, ain't it?